Hello students, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. Now we know that Diwali season is coming, and that is why in today's video we are going to discuss about the green crackers. Every time when we have Diwali that approaches us, we talk about crackers, the adverse impact of crackers and the rationale behind the use of cracker. So in this context we are going to discuss a special type of crackers that government and other environmental scientists as well as experts are encouraging people to use, and we are going to discuss in this particular video what are green crackers and how we can identify the green crackers. Also, we are going to discuss that what are its advantages as far as the traditional crackers are concerned. So first of all, why this is a news? Because as we have discussed with Diwali around the corner, many states have started to put a ban on the use of normal firecrackers. However, there are some states such as Punjab and the Union Territory of Chandigarh who has that has permitted the use of green crackers for celebration of Diwali festival. However, as far as the National Green Tribunal is concerned, it has said that green crackers are permitted only in cities and towns where air quality is moderate or poor. And in this regard, it is important to know how to identify green crackers and how to basically buy it. So let us first try to understand what are green crackers. So green crackers are believed to be eco-friendly type of crackers that are made using such materials which causes less pollution, and also they releases very less amount of sound as compared to the normal firecrackers. Their chemical composition also help them in suppressing the dust when they are burned or burst. So what are the advantages a green cracker offers as compared to the traditional cracker? So first of all, as per the research, 30% less air pollution. That is the first point. As far as the green crackers are concerned, they causes 30% less air pollution as compared to normal fireworks. Second, not only it reduces air pollution, it also reduces emissions of harmful chemicals, harmful elements substantially, and absorbs the dust that is released during the bursting of the crackers. Basically, what happens that within the green crackers, we have the water vapors that are released, and when they burst, the water vapor that is released during the burst it does not basically allow the dust to rise, and that is how it is able to absorb the dust particles. Third, there are absent of hazardous elements that is hazardous and that is devastating for the health of many people. So such elements such as barium nitrate that is also responsible for causing several neuromuscular diseases is absent in the green crackers. So from the health point of view, also these green crackers are much more suitable. And last is it is helpful in reducing the emission of sound during the burst. Normally we talk about the normal fireworks, normal cracker, the releases sound higher than 100 decibel, and any sound that is higher than 85 decibel can be damaging to the human ear. And in this context, green crackers are able to reduce the decibel of sound. It reduces the sound, reduces the amount sound to around 70 to 75 decibel whenever the cracker is burst. Now, as far as the development of green cracker is concerned, the first time it was launched in India was in year 2019, and the formulation or the formula of green cracker have been developed by CSIR, that is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, and within the CSIR we have another institute that is called as NEERI, that stands for National Environmental Engineering Research Institute. So by the joint or collaborative effort of CSIR and NEERI, green cracker have been researched and its formula has been developed, and in 2019 it was finally launched to be used by the general public of India. However, it does not mean that only CSIR DD can only make these crackers. It is also possible that any companies or manufacturer can get into agreement with CSIR DD to basically have the formulation how to make green crackers after signing NDA, that is non-disclosure agreement for the formulation. Once the agreement has been reached between CSIR and the companies and manufacturers desiring to or willing to produce green crackers, then they have to take licenses from PESO, that is Petroleum and Explosive Safety Organization. And after the license has been given by the PESO, they can go on and further start to produce green crackers. So what are the green crackers we have discussed till now? Now green crackers are not of a single type. There are several types of green crackers, and three of these are the most important and is being used in India. So the three types of green crackers that are available in India are categorized as SWAS, that stand for safe water releaser. Then we have STAR, that stand for safe thermite cracker, and then the third type of cracker is SUFFLE, that stand for safe minimal aluminium. So now let us try to understand that what are these three types of green crackers and what are the differences of these three. So first of all, if we talk about SWAS, So as far as the SWAS is concerned, it suppresses the dust released during the burst of the crackers, as we discussed before, by releasing water vapor around the surrounding. Second, it does not have any kind of potassium, nitrate or sulfur like of chemicals which causes severe diseases among the humans, especially the vulnerable populations such as elderlies. Third, the particulate dust which is released by the SWAS or by the burning of the SWAS will reduce approximately by 30% as compared to the normal crackers. The second category of cracker is a star. Now in a star also similar like SWAS, it does not contain any kind of potassium, nitrate or sulfur. Second, it emits reduced amount of particulate matter. As we know, particulate matter is of two types, PM10 and PM2.5, based on their size in micrometer. And particulate matter are very deadly for humans because if a small size particulate matters are present in the environment or atmosphere, they can even go inside the lungs, and sometimes the smaller particulate matter can even go and enter into the bloodstreams. Third, it also reduces the sound intensity and thus reduces the noise pollution. The third category of green cracker, that is suffle. Suffle have minimum uses of aluminium, and instead of aluminium in the cracker, suffle cracker uses magnesium. And thus by using this, it ensures also reduction in the sound and as compared to the traditional cracker. So basically what we can say that all these three type of green crackers have some commonalities. The first commonality is that all these green crackers are reducing the amount of sound released. Second, all these green crackers are basically reducing the amount of environmental pollution. And third, by cutting down on the use of harmful chemical substances, they're also basically helping people in tackling their health as far as the environmental pollution during Diwali is concerned. So we have to understand that what are the main chemicals that is released during the burst of the crackers. So depending on the color of the crackers, we can understand what kind of chemicals is being used. So those crackers which generally emit white lights, they mainly are using chemical compounds such as aluminium, magnesium and titanium. The crackers that basically emits orange kind of glow or orange kind of color, they mainly uses carbon or iron based compound. The chemical crackers that basically emits blue kind of color, they are mainly made up of copper based compounds, and the cracker emitting green glow or green color are made up of barium compounds or barium salt, which is very deadly for the health of the people. So these are depending on the color different chemicals that is released during the burst. Now, once these chemicals are released during the burst of the firecrackers, they remain in the atmosphere for a quite long period of time. And due to their presence in the atmosphere, they can cause toxicity to the human life and the human health. And especially in this regard, doctors and experts believe that people who are either senior citizens, that is having that is elderly population of the country, more than 60 70 years old, or people having chronic lung or heart diseases, pregnant women, people who exercise in the outdoor areas, and especially infants, that is children under 5 years old, these are the vulnerable groups that are more threatened by the use of the firecrackers and the chemicals and toxicity of chemicals released by the firecrackers. So the major chemicals that is released during firecrackers that can cause significant disruption in the human health is the release of lead. So when the lead is released, it actually impacts the nervous system of the humans on the humans, and that is why it can cause several nervous system diseases like Alzheimer's and all these kind of diseases. Second, we have the emission of compounds such as copper, sodium and manganese, and by the emission of copper, sodium, manganese or even magnesium, it can causes diseases such as respiratory tract infection or respiratory tract irritation. We can also have COPD, that is chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. Apart from that, sodium is responsible for causing several skin related issues or skin disorders, and at the same time magnesium is known to cause a fever that is called as mental fume fever. Mental fume fever is a fever that people experiences when they inhale huge amount of fumes that is released during the bursting of the crackers. The third category of chemical that is released during the burst of firecracker is cadmium and nitrate. And due to release of the cadmium and nitrate, cadmium is directly responsible for not only causing anemia among the humans, but it can also cause kidney damage if people are exposed for a longer duration of time to the cadmium. At the same time, the nitrate is also known to cause mental impairment and several mental related disorders. So these are the toxicity of traditional crackers that green cracker tries to basically bring into a limit or try to limit the uses of these chemicals so that the impact on the human health is minimal even when the cracker is burst during the time of Diwali. So the main question comes that how can a normal individual identify that whether the crackers are green or not, or how they can check the authenticity of the green cracker. So in this regard, experts says that it is better to buy green crackers not from ordinary vendors but from the licensed shop. So in that case, you will be very much sure that you are getting the good material. Second, it can also be identified on the basis of CSIR NERI logo that is published on the wrapper of the green crackers. And not only that, even there is a CSIR NERI green QR code. This app can be downloaded from the Google Play Station, and by using this app and scanning the NERI logo, you can understand that whether the cracker you are getting is original green cracker or it is a duplicate one. So this is how you can basically identify the green crackers. So what we can say basically in conclusion, that firecrackers that has been made with reduction in size of cell, elimination of ash uses, reduced uses of raw materials, uniform acceptable quality, etc. All these different features are there that is leading to reduction of particulate matter and gaseous emission, and it is due to this reason green crackers are being preferred over traditional cracker by a large section of the population. So in last, what we can say is that this Diwali, it is better to go eco-friendly and use green crackers. So that is all for this particular video. I hope you understood about the whole concept. And if you like the video, please share and subscribe. And we'll come again soon with another interesting topic. Till then, take care. Thank you very much.